A 15-time X Games medalist. He was third in Texas, third in New Hampshire, took bronze at X Games this year, and is currently in second in the race for the 2012 GRC title. In the number 38 Ford Fiesta, much respect for the General, Brian Deegan. Has made the finals 4 out of the last 5 stops on the GRC, with his best finish in New Hampshire, taking second place from Newport Beach. And the number 77 stop, it's Sam Hubinet. A 2008 production GT champion, a super product champion from 2010, from Dublin, Ohio, in the number 59 Subaru. Put your hands together for Pat Morrow. 2009, 2010, and 2011 European RallyCross champion, fresh off a third place finish last month here in Vegas. From Norway, and the number 11 Subaru, make some noise for Spear Iseksen. The 2011 Score Trophy Truck champion, the 2012 Baja 500 champ, made his GRC debut at X Games. From Mesa, Arizona, in the number 99 Dog Start from Pastrana 199 Racing, it's Bryce Menzies. More medals than any other X Games athlete in the world. They did his second year on the GRC from Protown, North Carolina, in the number 40 Subaru, and loud and proud for the Miracle Man, Dave Mira. And introducing your next heat, he is a 6-time X Games RallyCross medalist, a 2-time Formula Drift champ from Dana Point, in the number 34 Ford Fiesta. Give it up for your reigning GRC champ from 2011, Tanner Faust. The 2012 ERC champion, a 3-time European champion from Russia, and the number 3 Ford Fiesta in his first trip to America. Let's welcome him to Las Vegas, Timur Zanov. A Formula Drift event winner in the Impion 2012. Competes in ski cross at Winter X Games and rallycross at X Games in the summer. And in his 6th race for the GRC title, from France, in the number 12, Linda, the Veloster. Let's hear it for Stefan Verdier. Finished 4th place on the 5th stop of the GRC. A Finnish rallycross champion and a European front runner from Finland, driving the number 57 Ford Fiesta. Give it up for Toby Heikkinen. A Formula Drift champion. This man can drive anything to everything. From New Zealand, and the number 67 Red Bull Honda. Let's hear it for Reese Millen. A 12-time X Game medalist. Won his first race back in 2006, the Toyota Pro Celebrity Race. Made the finals last month here in Vegas. From Baltimore, Maryland, and the number 81 Subaru in his first season on the GRC. Let's hear it for Bucky Lassick. The 2011 X Games gold medalist. First place in the 2011 MSA Rallycross Grand Prix from London, driving the number 33 Citroen. Much respect for Liam Doran. Las Vegas, put your hands together for all the drivers right here, right now. As they head down, whoa, big pile up there on the inside. It looks like Spear gets into the wall a bit there. Hopefully his car isn't damaged. It looks like it is, a broken toe link. That puts Ken Block in the lead, and Bryce Menzies up in the 2nd spot. Samuel Hubinet in 3rd, and Patrick Morrow up 4th.
Ken Block taking the shortcut right away, and we're going to see Bryce Menzies taking the jump for the first time here. Samuel Hubenet following. And there they go, a nice jump from Bryce. A little bit of an over jump, but that still works. So Ken Block and Lance very here they come around the course. So it looks like Spare does have a early turn. They're going to be pulling that car off, and the racing is going fast and furious right at the very front. So Ken's got a great lead now. Samuel Hubenet in second position. And Pat Morrow right now in third.
Oh, Deegan spins out. Deegan spins out.
There he is. He's back there, yeah, at the basically discount tire haircut at the entry to that corner. He gets his car going again. His trip to the finals is going to be a little bit more difficult at this point. Got a yellow flag there for Spare's car on the outside, but it's a little keep the racing going. And Spare is going to see his opportunity is over. Look at that down in turn. We got 3 cars wide going down in there. And that's Miro Morrow and, of course, Bryce Menzies. So we got a pretty furious battle there for third position. We're going to see how this one's going to shake out. And Deegan looks like he has a car problem. He's pulling the stop here right at the start-finish. Ken Block continues. You got to watch out for that car because that's the line that some of the guys are using. Some of them are very tight to the right-hand side of the course there, so hopefully they see him there. And it really is. It looks like Patrick Morrow also is having problems there. He's over there by Sverre Isakson's car and pulling up the outside. And I just hope those guys can see through all that dust and see those cars that are sitting there as they race around. So Deegan's back up and going now. Look at this battle we've got for second with Bryce Menzies. We're talking about him getting more comfortable, and sure enough, he is using that Travis Pastrana car to good effect, getting right into the back of Samuel Hubenet there. So these guys are not done. They're going to transfer at this point as long as they keep it clean. They want to finish as well as they can. That improves their position in the final.
See, Menzies was trying to make a move there. Got the door shut down on him.
There we go. Deegan's trying to continue around the course. He's driving slowly around there. And here's that battle still going through now for the jump. Let's see if they go side by side. They're actually staying separate as they go over there. Bryce Menzies still right behind Samuel Hubenet. Whoa, a big run up to him. Didn't quite touch him, but came pretty close. Across from the right side here for Ken Block. So we've got 1 lap to go. Deegan on the inside. And Menzies trying to hang Samuel Hubenet. Deegan a bit getting in the way. That was good. He stayed off to the left. And these guys can continue to race. See the dust really picking up here. I mentioned there'll probably water the track at some point. And here we go, there's Menzies. 1 last try, he's trying to get up the inside of Hubenet. Again, he's close, but just not quite close enough. He's been pretty racy into the Cooper Tire corner, the back corner down there. And it looks like Samuel's got just enough of a gap right now. So here we come up to the place. So we've got Ken Block across in first place. And Samuel Hubenet transferring, as well as Bryce Menzies right into the final. Transfer is Dave Mira straight in to the final.
Hey, that's going to be Dave Mira's, I think, first final that he has transferred into. Put your hands together for all the races right there, all of our drivers. Here we go. We're seconds away.
Really well. Whoa, look at the cars into the back of each other there, and that was Liam Duran right into the back of Teamer's car, and I see him with the tires smoking in second position in that Best Buy Ford Focus, and Liam Duran up the inside in the discount tire corner of Stefan Verdier. That was a pretty brave maneuver there. Tanner taking the shortcut right away, Liam Duran and Stefan Verdier, and then for the jump we've got Teamer with that tire smoking, and right behind him Reese Millen, both going for the jump the first lap. So lots and lots of dirt out there, lots of dust. Now you can see him pulling away a bit, and Topi Heikkinen there with his car parked on the side of the course as they go through the chicane there into the discount tire hairpin. Tanner turning into that sun there, and again he's going around now. He's going to have to take a jump each time. Here comes Teamer into the shortcut, and right behind him we've got Reese Millen. So let's see how they shake up here. Does Tanner stay in the lead, or does Teamer or Reese get in front of him? And it looks like Tanner safely has a little bit of a lead here, so he's looking pretty solid. We got Liam and Stefan. Contact. These are all the cars that had contact on that first turn. And again, breaking suspension components, popping half shafts or U-joints, and then that parks the car. So Tanner looking pretty good there. Now there's a yellow flag there, which means they can't do any passing into that corner where those disabled cars are.
So right now, if it ends this way, these will be the 4 guys going into the finals.
Yeah, well, that definitely, since we have 4 cars running, they just need to stay at this point, and they're in the final. These guys don't necessarily need to take controls. Learn the track a little better to gain any advantage you can get.
And that's a good point at this point, because you're going to end up and the other 3 cars are moving. Just got to keep it going, keep your car in one piece.
That's right, and all these drivers have spotters, and they'll be telling them, you're through, you just need to finish now. And so take care of the car, work on the course, again, refine your lines, do all those little things, experiment. It becomes basically a little bit of a test session right now for the drivers. Now they're gonna keep an eye on the car in front of them, that's for sure, and try not to make any mistakes. They want to capitalize on it.
Bucky got a little squirrely there.
It's a little bit interesting. He may have a bent suspension on that car. He was part of that contact. Sometimes it doesn't break, it just bends, and then you've got a really bad alignment that makes the car kind of twitchy one direction or the other.
You'll have to watch him as he goes off the jump here and see. It seems like he's tilting a little bit to one direction, kind of favoring one side.
Tanner just looking butter smooth there. And look at Reese Millen though on the back of Teamer there. He's right on him. And this is going to go down to the wire between these two. They're still fighting it out for second place. Bucky, you know, he's been getting better and better without having to go to the LCQ. So that's fantastic for Bucky. I feel really good about that. You look at these cars that are parked on the side of the course, and we're going to see all these cars back in the LCQ, and that's going to be packed full of really good cars. Reese Millen still trying to work on Teamer there.
And Tanner just can do no wrong in this race.
Well, he's just driving a really smooth race right now. Oh, and Teamer spins, and then he backs into Reese, and then he gets going again. Oh, a bit questionable. Teamer looks like he's got a broken right rear suspension. That's the checker flag, and Liam is turning and heading in. Excellent. He launched a little.
To make it into the finals, the top 8 are already in the finals. There's room for just 2 more. And the one guy who's trying to get there and win the GRC title for this year.
That's going to make it interesting down here at turn 1. Isaacson trying to go up the inside, pushing Deegan pretty hard. Isaacson goes up the inside of Deegan, and then Deegan gets clear. So that's a good start. At least the cars are all going, and everything looks pretty solid right now. We've got Steph Verdier in second spot, both the front 2 cars. So that's Deegan and Verdier, and also Isaacson take the shortcut right off the bat. Something happened in there we couldn't see, so something happened with one of the cars. Might be in the shortcut, so we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. Steph Verdier comes out. Hanging off his car.
So Deegan in command right now. This is what he wanted. Deegan through the hairpin right now. He's looking pretty sharp. Got to stay on it. Here goes Deegan. He's going to take over the jump now. Across from the jump.
There we go. It looks like Isaacson's got a flat right front tire. Just looking at that car, and a whole bunch of mud on the front. So they found a puddle that wasn't there before. There we go. Across the jump, you see Verdier's fender just kind of flapping in the breeze. Oh, Verdier spins, and that's going to put him in. That car going right away, or it's pretty much a done deal right now. If the other cars stay running, Steph trying to jump around there, turn around, and that puts us with Heikkinen in second, and of course Deegan up in first position. So Sver has stopped. You can see that car out there, not running at the moment. So right now it looks like we've got Deegan and Heikkinen that are going to make it through and make our 10 as long as they stay. But as we've seen, of course, in Rallycross, not much stays as it is for very long.
Yeah, easier said than done, right? So Deegan doing what he needed to do. He looks like he's going to try to get himself in. That car could just stay in one piece now.
And I'm looking at Verdier suspension. He's got something broken in the front of that car because I'm watching that front wheel just rock back and forth about 6 inches as he's going on and off the power. So he's broken a lower control arm or a top strut mount or something like that on the car. He's actually pulling it over there to the side, and that's got bad enough. It's a real shame. He had a good run going. So now and here comes Heikkinen through. He was going slow there for a minute. I'm not sure what happened to him. He's got it going. It's the first thing that's really gone 100% right for Brian all weekend.
This has been the day. This has been it for him. One race it's gone.
He's kind of out there motoring by himself. He's got his teammate Heikkinen in there in second spot. He's comfortable. All he needs to do is keep the speed right where it's at, not take any chances, make sure he hits his marks, especially over the jump. And he's going to march on into the final, which of course he's got to do. Whoa, he barely made the jump that time. You can see his tires just hitting the crest. If he were digging for a half a mile an hour slower, that would have been a big hit. Risking other drivers in practice.
There's the white flag out there.
4 laps to go.
Deegan's just got to hold it together and he'll make it into
get around that stalled car there. It's often, since they've all taken the shortcut, that car's not really in the way anymore. Continue to run the race here. So it looks like Brian's in pretty good shape. That looked a little better across the jump that time. Cleared the lip by a foot or so, which is like you want to do. It gives you a nice spot. Same time. He runs pretty wide down there, almost gets into the wall. The entire corner on the very last lap. But gathers it back up across the line. And there we go. We got Brian Deegan through. I guess it's our 2 running cars. It's pretty easy to see who's going to make it after the final. And Topi Heikkinen also. Installed on the line. Everyone else is away cleanly. And look at that contact going into the block. Inside Tanner Faust in second. And let's see where Deegan in all this. He's back there. He's up a couple spots, but he's still.
Bryce Menzies getting into Bucky Lasek.
Exactly. Look at this coming through. We've got Ken, Tanner, and Samuel all taking the shortcut right away. Team are going around the long way. And let's see if everyone's cars look healthy right now. That's what I'm looking at. These protagonists for the championship. Deegan back there a little bit. Bryce Menzies looks like he has a problem. He ran wide coming out of the flat tire in the car. Tanner Faust right on Ken Block, starting to stretch out a little bit. They got a couple of tenths of a second on Samuel Hubinette. We're going to watch for people taking shortcuts. Look at Deegan up the inside. He actually hit the barrier on the inside to try and make that pass. It didn't happen though. But we were talking about Bucky being more racy, and there's a great example of it. He held that position really beautifully coming into the hairpin and across the jump. Everyone just going for it. You see a lot of guys over jumping. Dave Barra there going across the jump. He just makes it through. So right now, he's going to smooth out about 5 car lengths. Oh, and look at Heikkinen going up the inside of Bucky Lassie. He makes that one stick. Brian Deegan's going to be the next one to try and get by. He's already had a couple of shots at it. It hasn't worked yet. We've got Tanner, again, right behind Ken, heading across the jump. And this one's 10 laps, folks. Remember, we've got some extra laps on this race. And look at Deegan, he is just going for it. So Tanner needs to just bide his time right now. He's going to be okay, again, as long as the damage to the car. Here comes Teamer, took the shortcut. So Dave Barra, so they spot in at the 4th and 5th position after the shortcut. So that's how it's going to race now to the end. So we'll have to watch this and see how it turns out. We've got a couple of barriers on the final corner sitting right in the middle of the track. They got a yellow flag there, so hopefully the drivers will be heads up and see that. But the last thing you want is to get into that barrier and have it take out your intercooler on the car, and that would be the end of your night. So here they come around there, and it looks pretty clean because everyone's taking the shortcut and the barriers are on the inside. Ken hasn't won a race this year, so he's probably thinking about that. This is a great way to end this year.
You got Tanner behind him. Tanner's trying to take that spot from him. He's looking for an opportunity to pass.
Tanner doesn't have to pass him to win the championship right now. He's in the right position, but Tanner's a racer. He's going to want to win this race, and so he's going to keep the pressure on Ken, trying to get him to make a mistake, and or be able to capitalize on that mistake if Ken makes one.
So Deegan made his way around Bucky Lasek, so Deegan took away that stop up.
So look at this. Look at Tanner. He's on the inside of Ken Block. He's up the inside. He's going to get it done. He's got the run onto the main straightaway. He just got a better drive off the corner, got off the inside of Ken. Now let's see if he can make some distance. Ken is not going to want to let this stick. He's going to do everything he can to get back in front of Tanner Faust. But right now we've got Tanner Faust in the lead. Ken block. Oh, and Ken is off, and it's got smoke in the car. So he's got it looks like an engine issue with the car. Ken block is off in a safe position. But look at that car. It looks like something failed on the engine. And away he goes. And all of a sudden, Tanner Faust is going to second lead over Samuel Hubenet.
Look at this, we got Deegan trying to make a move on Merritt, but he's looking for his opportunity.
Deegan did get by Bucky Lassick. Now he's trying to get back to the second factory Subaru, which is Dave Merritt's car. And we've got a red flag on the course, a red flag. That's going to be a restart that they're going to do. And that's for the Fire and Ken Block's car. I guess it continued. And that caused them to have to red flag the race so they could attend to that car because it's right out in the middle of the course. Obviously, we can't put some safety vehicles across the course while these cars are going around on such a small course. So that was the prudent thing to do.
Yeah.
So we'll get the cars reset. They should, since it's gone several laps, they're going to reset in the order that they were running, and we'll be under. But this is another shot for Brian Deegan. What do you think about that, Brad? Now he gets to start because now they're going to compress them all again. You've got another start, another turn one to get through.
So this works in Brian Deegan's favor right now.
Oh yeah, Tanner Faust wanted this just to.
Definitely great racing for Mr. Ken Block. Definitely been the pace setter the entire weekend, so really was thinking he was going to win this one. He played it in hand there. Tanner had some different ideas, but Kent was still racy. I don't think it was over, you know, until Kent's car let go there.
I agree. Yeah,
I think he was going to try and get back into the lead.
you got to think that they were going to keep that battle going all the way through. But I got to like what Deegan was doing. Deegan was just doing everything to get around everybody. He'd fought with Bucky. He tried to get around Bucky. Finally got around him, and he was trying to get around Dave Harris.
If you're ready, your final race of your 2012 Global RallyCross season comes down to this right now. Top 9 drivers, they're ready to go. Count it down with us, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are racing.
That's exactly what Tanner needed. And a really nice job there of Samuel Hubenet getting up the inside there and getting second spot. So this is exactly what Tanner needed. This is not what Brian Deegan needed, though he did get a great launch. And Deegan is up there in, looks like 4th position, so fantastic start for him.
Look at Deegan, you're taking the jump.
Deegan going for the jump, Tanner, Samuel, and Samuel going up the inside of Tanner, and he hits Tanner's car. Hopefully Tanner's getting a broken suspension out of that. He may have. So let's see what happens. Tanner's car looks okay so far. Hubenet just shoved him off in that corner, so it's pretty rough and tumble. Bryce Menzies is spun out in the Cooper Tire corner. Tanner Faust there still in the lead. His car looks healthy again after that contact that he had with Samuel Hubenet. So now Tanner going around. He's going to take the jump the first time. Everyone also following suit. Brian Deegan now going for the shortcut. There they go with the crossover. And let's see when Deegan comes out, because if Deegan can somehow get into the lead here, this is what he needs to check and see what position. It looks like Tanner's going to be in front of him. Deegan's going to be around position 2. Amazing job on that lap. He gets in the second spot. So now he's got to catch up to Tanner Faust and get in front of him. Remember, their times and their heats were separated by 1/10 of a second over the whole heat.
Now Deegan can just focus on the task at hand. That's catching Tanner Faust.
This is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Remember, Tanner's got to be thinking about that contact. Did anything get hurt or bent on that car? Is it 100% healthy? We can see all these guys just taking that jump now, and they're kind of, wow, a big overjump by Toby Heiken in there, and just barely gets it slowed down for the Cooper Tires corner. Tanner Faust looking pretty solid in the front. In second, and Reese Millen having a really good run there. He's up to 3rd spot, and Samuel Hubenet in 4th. That pass that Reese Millen put on Samuel Hubenet, I'm sure they're going to talk about that afterwards, because he just shoved him out of the way into the hay bales that separate the shortcut lap from the traditional lap in the Cooper Tires corner.
And we did lose Bucky Lassick somewhere on the course. I don't know where he ended up.
Brian Deegan, everyone really going for it on the jump. You can see him just stretching it out, jumping as far as they can. So you're supposed to be at 50, 52 miles an hour. You see the guys 54 this time. See what through there, and as is Reese Millen and Samuel Hubinetz. They're all pretty close together with just a few tenths separating them. They have all done the shortcut at this point, so they're all going to be just jumping for the rest of the race. I don't think we have any orders to be changed. Wow, Dave Beer getting up on 2 wheels as he hits the inside barrier dirt there. But he puts the car back down nicely and safe and sound through the corner. Looks like Samuel Hubinetz starting to close on Reese Millen for that race. Oh, look at that hay bale. Reese Millen is as he gets knocked out of the way. So Deegan hits the hay bale, knocks it into Reese Millen's car, and Reese just keeps his foot in it. It didn't seem to affect him at all.
Just keep on going. Basket hand. Now you got Tanner Faust. He's in the lead. Brian Deegan trying to reel him in, see if he can close ground. Here they come over to the jump, the crossover jump by Puma.
And I think Hubinett here is going to, and it looks like the Velocitor's rear door is open there for Reese Millen. It's a 4-door. I didn't realize it until I saw the door open. Samuel Hubinett, I'm sure, is all too eager to get back in front of him. Tries that pass that Reese Millen. Dave Mira's car from hitting that dirt is pretty askew, but the car seems to be running fairly well. So Faust up there, maintaining his gap. He's going to try and just do what he's doing the whole time. There's no reason for him to try really much harder. It's just do nice, consistent laps. Beautiful little drift through the corner, across the hairpin, and into the Puma Tires jump. Everybody look going that good. Faust actually clipping that nail as well. They gotta watch that kid. Don't want to break his suspension quite out. A really tidy run through the course here for Tanner Faust in the 34 Rockstar Energy Drink Ford Fiesta, and that's going to put him as our champion this year. But as we've seen, again, it's not over till it's over.
Here he comes right now, Tanner Faust. This will be his last jump right here over the Puma crossover jump. Deegan right behind him.
Tanner getting through there clean, as does Brian Deegan. Everyone looking good on the jump. Reese Millen going very long, as did everyone behind him. Here comes Tanner Faust. If he can just cross the line now, looks like it's locked. And there's Tanner Faust winning the race, and that's the 2004
in second. Deegan in third. That is Reese Millen. That's going to round out your podium right there. Ladies and gentlemen, Las Vegas, put your hands together for all the drivers.
Time for some victory donuts. It's been a hard-earned season for these guys. Everyone did